An African tale from Mulsahar, AIDS, death, life. The old man lying on his deathbed in the hospital did not have many visitors. Though he was at the edge of death, his mind was still crystal clear. Since there was no future left for him, he kept thinking about the past. The scars on the young nurse's wrists saddened him deeply. There were only the two of them in the room. "Let me leave behind at least one good deed before I go," he thought and spoke. "Is something troubling you, my dear nurse?" The young nurse hesitated for a moment between brushing off the question and answering honestly. "Yes, I had hoped to be at a better place in life. I was always successful in school. Now every day in this hospital feels the same. I wish I had become a doctor. I am very unhappy." "You are young," the old man said. "You cannot yet see what lies ahead. But that is the good part. You have a long, very long life before you. Yes, opportunities are not distributed equally in this world, but there is still much you can do. First, you must decide. Your decision must be both realistic and passionate. The balance is crucial. If you are too realistic, you will never achieve what you desire. If you are too dreamy, disappointment will crush you. Look at me. I am about to die. Every day I am consumed by pain, yet I can say firmly, I have lived. I can say, even if I die now, I will not regret it. If you are thinking of ending your life, my advice is this: do not rush. Wait. Reach my age, then reconsider. But do not wait idly. Work, strive, fight to take your destiny into your own hands." "Your words give me hope," she replied. "Could you tell me about a turning point in your life? Something that might guide me." "Gladly. In fact, before I die, I want to tell someone about those days. There were two turning points in my life, both equally important. The first happened when I was about your age, just as unhappy as you are now. I bought a plane ticket to Angola to volunteer. That flight changed everything. I learned what humanity truly means, the value of helping a single person, of making someone smile. Most of the time, we either do not help people, or we fail to realize that we are helping them. For example, you are helping me right now, though you are unaware of it. I have no one to listen to me on my deathbed, yet you are listening." "Yes," she said softly. "I am listening." In a village in the south, I was teaching children and adults how to read and write. There was no school. Sometimes we gathered under a tree, sometimes in the village cafe, sometimes by the water. Wherever we could. One day, after class beneath a tree in a field far from the village, an elegant young woman suddenly appeared before me. I was startled. Her name was Liana. I had never seen her in the village before. She said she came from a neighboring village and had heard there was a teacher here. She wanted to learn to read and write. I devoted the entire day to her. She was remarkably intelligent. She understood everything instantly. As I guided her hand to hold the pen with her right hand instead of her left, her hand gently brushed mine. Our eyes met. By the time the lessons ended, it was dark. I needed to return home. She needed a place to stay. She asked if she could stay at my house. But what is a house in such villages? In many African villages, there is little difference between house and garden. People stretch a cover against the sun and sleep on the ground or in hammocks between trees. There is always room for one more. She stayed that night in my home. The next morning, I woke to the sound of children. They had gathered around Liana, embracing her, speaking excitedly. I quietly called one of them aside and asked, "Is she a relative?" "She is a sister to some of us, an aunt to some, a mother to others," the child replied. I was astonished. It turned out Liana was the queen of Angola. She felt ashamed to be queen among hungry children. She secretly distributed palace food to them without her parents' knowledge. The poor never called her princess or queen. To them, she was simply sister, aunt, mother. She had come to observe me quietly, having heard of the teacher in the village. She watched from a distance before approaching. She had pretended not to know how to read or write. Apart from her delicate hands, there was nothing that distinguished her from the village girls. The nurse leaned forward. And the second turning point? The second turning point was marrying the queen who had AIDS. I married her knowingly, willingly. She did not even know how she had contracted it, perhaps through a blood transfusion. We kept it secret. Only she and I knew. We did not allow any barrier to come between us. No plastic, nothing artificial. For years, all our fluids mingled. We married to die together. The nurse gasped. You married her knowing she had AIDS? Then either you had given up on life, or you married her for her status, or you truly loved her. Which was it? If she had not been a queen, would you still have married her? My dear, the old man smiled. I once thought of giving up on life before I met Liliana. But after meeting her, I held on to life tightly. I truly loved her. And she was never truly the Queen of Angola. Angola is a republic. It has no queen. She was queen because Angola loved her and because I loved her. A queen without throne, without palace, without treasure. The nurse, ashamed of her distraction, glanced at her scarred wrists. What happened to her, she whispered. Years later, her body returned to the earth. I never remarried. Nothing happened to me for reasons I still do not understand. Perhaps it was the power of love, though if love had that power, should it not have saved her too? Now, if I pull the plug of this machine, I will die. My life depends on it. If I unplug it, the pain will end. Yet I do not. I will not unplug life. You are young. You want to unplug your life. Let me die for you and you live for me. Will you, my dear? A few days later, another death was reported in the hospital in Angola. After the old man's body was taken to the morgue, the young nurse tidied the room. She quietly took the photograph from his drawer and vowed to keep it for the rest of her life. Years later, in the same hospital, I heard this story from a nurse. After finishing her story, she showed me the photograph of Liliana. I was stunned to see that the face in the picture was yours, dear reader. So many stories you never told me.